Welcome to Talkin Baloney.
Calvin Cocoa Pop.
This is Boochie.
Oh, gosh.
What is going on?
No script allowed.
What are you, some kind of bot? Come on, people.
Oh, yeah. You want a pickle, you gotta give him a pickle, right?
I want to be a movie star.
Wow, that sounds so interesting.
Fresh and quick.
Pudgy, pizza.
Part of the Baloney Nation.
Jim Deezy.
You guys still there?
Hey, the big guy. What's going on,
Jim
man?
Deezy. Welcome to Talkin Baloney.
Look at repping the Talkin Baloney today. We got the hats, we got the hoodies, we got the
shirts.
We got, man, this is a big day today.
This is a huge episode for us. This is our 50th episode. Who would have thought? And
in a million years.
Coincidentally, it's also our 1 year anniversary. Do you remember those days, like a year ago?
Yeah,
well,
we were actually could go out in public, and we were able to sit in the same room, and we could breathe the same air.
Yeah. Didn't have to wash your hands 20 times a day.
You didn't even have to wash your hands if you didn't want to.
Or that.
Yeah, the heck with being clean. It didn't matter.
Man, a lot has changed in 1 year.
Woo! Has it ever? Has it ever? Now you can't be within 6 feet of anybody. You got to have a mask on, wash your hands, do the social distancing. Listen, if somebody coughs in a room, everybody turns around and looks at them like, yo! Except at Walmart.
Yeah, no one notices there.
No one cares at Walmart.
So you're in your bunker, your secret location.
I am in the secret location doing this 50th episode so that we can bring the show to the millions.
And millions.
Listening at home.
Well,
I'm not without my sidekick, my Jimbo Joe's Talkin Baloney coffee mug.
There you go.
Delicious.
So, since we started the show, we changed directions a little bit. We became more focused on some of our favorite movies, movie stars, TV shows, music. And the entire time, there was always one person that we wanted to do an episode on, and we were saving it for our 50th episode.
That is correct. You are correct. One of my favorite people of all time.
So today's the day. We are going to talk Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase. Is it Chevy Chase or Chevy Chase?
I believe it's Chevy.
Really? See, now for the longest time I've called him Chevy, like he's a car.
Okay. Well, if you ever get to meet him person to person, I would say go with Chevy first, but always have it in the back of your mind if he doesn't respond well. I'm sorry, Chevy.
Listen, meeting him would be on my bucket list.
Oh, definitely.
For sure. Man, he's an icon. He's like an American icon. We grew up, if you were old enough, you grew up watching him on SNL, and all that good stuff, but right through the movie career. And, man, who doesn't have someone in their family like Clark Griswold? He was telling the story from the perspective of the family member you didn't want to talk about.
Well, we'll go through his career chronologically.
Yes.
But let's start with you have to pick one Chevy Chase movie out of all of them. Which one do you go with?
I'm going to jump right out the window and go National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
It's probably one of my favorite movies of all time. And I get it. It's a Christmas movie. It's kind of like that old, is it a Christmas movie? Yes, it is a Christmas movie, but I could watch that movie any time of year. When you need to pull it back just a little bit and remember what makes everything what it is today, that's what you need to watch.
And that's interesting because that probably is his most popular movie. The movie that's, like you said, it's a Christmas movie, so people watch it every year. So my go-to movie would be Fletch, I think.
Now, see, I was going to jump out the window and go Fletch,
Yeah.
Because I love Fletch too. I love that movie just as well. But man, I don't know what it is. There's something about National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation that it's funny. It tugs on the heartstrings a little bit here and there, and you can kind of see your whole family in that movie at the holidays.
Definitely.
And I guess with the whole COVID thing going on, it was kind of like man, you really do miss those times with everybody during Christmas.
And let's be honest, you can't go wrong with either of those movies, and several more that we'll talk about. They're all great movies. So
yeah. You hit the nail on the head with Fletch, though. Like that's probably that's a close runner-up second to one of my favorite movies of Chevy Chase.
Well, let's go back to the beginning. You mentioned Saturday Night Live. It was a little bit before our time. It was like 1976. We were like 2 years old.
Yep.
But his run on that show was so memorable. He only did one season.
Yeah.
That you still know about it.
You know, and if I remember from what I've read, is he was one of the first big men to because he's a tall guy. He's one of those big men to actually, do the stunt falls and stuff like that on that show.
Yeah, he became famous for his pratfalls, doing President Gerald Ford. And he also was the first news person on Saturday Night Live. So
really?
He became famous
I did not
for
know
that.
Mm-hmm.
So famous that he left the show after 1 year, started doing movies, and his first big hit was Foul Play with Goldie Hawn. That's a movie.
Another iconic movie actress, movie star.
Yeah. And that was a movie I saw all the time when I was a kid. It was like always on TV. It's a classic.
Just as a side note, Goldie Hawn then versus Goldie Hawn now, completely different. I think she has a new face now, doesn't she?
Well, she's got to be close to 70 years old. Except for these parts of her face might be only 20 years old.
Yeah, I just saw a movie with her and that stand-up comic.
Amy Schumer.
She's funnier than hell. But I was like, wait a minute. I actually got halfway through that movie and I'm like, who the hell is she acting with? And I had to look it up and I was like, oh crap, that's Goldie Hawn. And she has a new face.
Well, not to go too off topic, but remember Goldie Hawn was on the show Laugh-In in the late 60s.
I remember that.
So, I mean, she's been around a while.
Yeah. Chevy Chase was just you put him in roles with just about anybody. And it was gold.
So the next year after Foul Play, he does Caddyshack.
Oh, man. If you're not listen, I get this movie was about golfing, but there was so much more going on in this movie other than golf.
Oh, yeah. I don't think you have to like golf to like this movie because it's just a great comedy. Bill Murray is awesome in it.
So many A-list movie actors in this movie.
Yeah.
And so many upcoming movie actresses in this movie. And it leads us to some of our greater soundtracks of movies.
Yeah. We've talked about the soundtrack before because Kenny Loggins, the king of soundtracks.
The king of soundtracks.
And so Chevy Chase in this movie is like the cool guy. He's kind of stays out of all the stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if anyone's gone to a golf course and done any kind of putting without going.
No. Yeah.
No.
Awesome movie.
So he reteamed with Goldie Hawn one more time. It was a movie called Seems Like Old Times.
Okay.
It also featured Charles Grodin. You might not know it. It's probably a movie I probably haven't seen it in 30 years myself.
Okay.
But it's a really good comedy, kind of a farce.
Okay.
He plays ex-husband of Goldie Hawn, who's now married to like the district attorney, played by Charles Grodin, and he's like accused of a crime, but he's innocent, and he kind of like drags everyone into it. It's a really funny movie.
Yeah, I think I know the movie you're talking about, and I'll have to go back through. It's probably not on Netflix because they don't play a lot of cool stuff other than Cobra Kai.
Well, we could do a whole episode about how hard it is to find older movies in streaming.
Ah,
yeah, Netflix, Amazon, all these places to watch stuff, but nobody has like older movies.
You touch on a good point. All these streaming services want to have the latest and greatest movies out there and all the special effects movies, but none of them have any. There's a lot of good movies from the 60s, 70s, and 80s that you just can't watch them anymore unless you have them on VHS.
Well, that's the thing. Like, people have gotten away from owning movies on DVD or Blu-ray, but it's like, well, if you don't own the movie nowadays, you might never see it again.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, Netflix and Amazon Prime and all these video plays, they pick and choose what they want to let you watch every month.
Yeah, and they
Nazis.
have to. And they go for the bottom dollar. You know what's hot?
Yeah, what's hot? What am I gonna? Yeah. What am I gonna force down your throat this month, and make you pay for it?
Do people really want to see Godzilla vs. King Kong? Well, yeah, of course. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah, that trailer does look hot.
Wow.
Yeah, not gonna lie. Definitely not your Matthew Broderick Godzilla.
Oh no, and thank goodness for that.
Thank God.
So there were a couple of more movies Chevy made in 1981 that you might not know, but we'll try them out. Modern Problems.
I do not know this one.
Okay. This is another one I like a lot. It's
okay.
So the modern problem he has is he's behind a truck that's hauling nuclear waste, and it like sprays on him in his car, and he like develops like telekinetic powers.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
I love it.
And he's able to like do things with his mind, and he starts kind of going crazy. And Nell Carter from Give Me a Break.
Love that show.
Yeah, she plays like a voodoo mistress who tries to do like a seance because she thinks he's possessed. I guess it's kind of weird if you say it out loud what happens in the movie, but it's a good, funny movie.
Yeah. I have to go back. I'm gonna have to go back and watch some of these old ones if I can find them.
Yeah, if you can find them.
If you can find them.
Find an old Blockbuster. No, can't do that.
Nah, they're gone now. Can't even find a Family Video anymore. They're gone too, aren't they?
Yeah, they just went out. Well,
thank you, Amazon.
Getting back to movies that you have seen, National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yes.
The one that started it all.
Who does not just, man, the Ferrari scenes, one of those movies that just sums up every road trip we've ever been on.
I will say we've never tied a dog to the back bumper and drove.
Yeah, that's very for transparency, folks. We've never killed any animals on a road trip.
Yeah. Never lost a relative.
Ate sandwiches that were peed on that we know of.
That's true.
We did stop at some questionable gas stations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've talked about the vacation movies before, but is there anything that we haven't touched on with this?
Man, I just, the vacation movies, whether it's a vacation in the United States or a vacation in Europe or wherever they go, it's always, they found a new way to invent humor. Like from every little, it's it's not just funny scenes. It's the way that Chevy Chase acted, even Beverly D'Angelo and all those movies, the way they acted the part out. It was like you couldn't have picked two better people for the roles that they played.
Yeah.
They lived it.
All right. We're going to take a break.
Yes.
It is our 50th episode, our 1-year anniversary, and we're talking
50,
Chevy Chase.
50-50. Man, it's insane. Been doing this for a year and making all this making no money and
But we've made friends along the way.
We've a lot of subscribers, for the most part. We're cracking the views on YouTube, folks. Watch us, YouTube it. Man.
That's right.
There. You want a good laugh.
Hey, it'll
we try to
time.
keep it funny. Yeah, if anything, play us in the background while you're taking a crap. Hey, we don't care.
Wow. And we'll be back. Jim Deezy.
Hey, the big guy. Hey, did you hear the news?
I was going to ask you. I was just hearing everyone's talking about this Buzzsprout.
Yeah. Listen, we do a podcast.
We do.
A lot of people want to do a podcast, but
tons.
there's no other way to do your podcast without using Buzzsprout.
It'd be stupid to not use Buzzsprout.
They are legit with helping you start your podcast and getting your platform out there to everybody. Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, maybe SiriusXM one day. Who knows?
Maybe. They can even get you on Amazon's new podcast service, part of Amazon Music. And if you pay for 2 months of Buzzsprout, you're going to get a $20 Amazon gift card that you can use for stuff at Amazon. It's amazing.
All know.
So if you want to start a podcast, all you have to do is click on the link in the show notes attached to this very episode. Follow that link, sign up, enjoy Buzzsprout, do your own thing.
Yes.
If you had to do it again, what kind of podcast would you do?
Yeah, we might go way down the other end of the spectrum, but we'd probably have to change our identities.
Yeah, that's the beauty of our podcast. We don't talk politics and religion.
No politics, no religion. But you know what? Buzzsprout will get you out there. And that's the whole point of a podcast. Welcome back, folks. Me, Jim Keezy, and the big guy.
That's right. It is Talkin Baloney.
50th episode.
It's our 1-year anniversary. Yeah.
Who'd have thought?
Incredible.
Yeah.
They
we
said
only got our
last.
listeners to thank. Yeah.
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 And you say our listeners, we should thank them. We're going to take 20 seconds at the end of the show and name all our listeners by name. So stay tuned.
Personally.
For that. Yep.
Each one's going to get once we're back in the studio, each one will get a free cup of coffee, Jimbo Joe's Coffee.
That's
a coupon.
Right.
Mailed to you directly.
Just like this.
Yep.
Personally signed by Jim Keezy.
Yeah. Free cup of Joe right there. Everyone gets one when we're finally back in the studio.
Yeah. Hopefully before our 2nd anniversary. So we're talking Chevy Chase.
Uh-huh.
And we're up to 1985, which was a huge Chevy Chase year.
Yes.
You're talking 3 movies: Fletch, National Lampoon's European Vacation, and Spies Like Us all came out that year.
Spies Like Us with Dan Aykroyd.
Yes.
A hidden gem, folks. Watch it this weekend. Again, if you can find it.
That one, I think that one is available to stream. I know I watched it somewhat recently.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, a classic.
It's worth it. Classic movie. Doctor.
They are a couple of terrible spies. They both
Yeah.
get caught cheating on like a big test.
His fake arm, his fake broken arm. Classic.
And the government needs a decoy operation to fool the Russians so that the real team can do what they need to do. So they pick them, and they have to go through the training. And the training montage is some of the funniest stuff ever.
Oh, yeah.
Basically training like an astronaut.
The doctor scene where they're pretending to be doctors is probably some of the best comedy you will see. And
Yes.
the part where he tells the one doctor that, since the accident, he's got no feeling in his hands and he's putting his hands in inappropriate places. And see, I can't feel anything. And I'm like, what? Well, if you did that nowadays, look out, lawsuit.
Yeah, Chevy Chase is probably lucky he came along at the right time.
Yeah, he's not doing any of that stuff nowadays. I can tell you that.
A lot of his career would be in trouble.
Yeah. Great movie. Great movie.
Definitely. He
Yeah.
follows up that with Three Amigos.
Steve Martin and
Martin Short.
Martin Short, yes.
Yes.
Probably, I will say this, Martin Short, probably one of my favorite actors on SNL.
Yeah.
Or host on SNL. One of my favorites.
He was on the cast for a year or two.
Yeah.
Were you
He's
talking
like
about Steve Martin?
Steve Martin is one of my favorites as well, but I don't know what it is about Martin Short. That guy's funnier than crap, man. I don't know what it is. He's just funny. Yeah.
Three Amigos. I feel like we saw this at your house.
Yep.
Back in the old days, the
Yes.
pre-pandemic.
Yes. Great movie. Love the suits. Matter of fact, if we could find suits like that, we'd wear them on this show.
Heck yeah.
Why not?
Throw our logo on it and wear it.
Yeah, we'd wear the heck out of it. I'd wear it out in public. I wouldn't care.
I've seen some of the New York Giants stuff you wear, so yeah.
Yeah. Trash. I should be burning it right now to stay warm.
If you've been watching SmackDown recently, the team of Daniel Bryan, Chad Gable, and Otis have started doing the Three Amigos salute as their official salute. Yeah.
Wait, he's back to Chad Gable again?
Yeah, he dropped the Shorty G finally.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Yeah.
SmackDown's actually been good.
Yeah, I gotta say, from what I watch of SmackDown, great show. Raw, hard to watch sometimes, man.
Yeah.
But
speaking of
anyway,
Chevy,
yes. Listen, Three Amigos was great. Chevy's a lover, as always. Steve Martin's kind of like that. He kind of doesn't want to do anything in the movie, really, when you think about it.
he's kind of like the brains. Like if you were going to compare them to like the Three Stooges, he's kind of like the Mo. He's got the ideas.
Yeah.
Chevy as Dusty Bottoms, one of the greatest film names ever.
Dusty Bottoms.
He's kind of the
Dusty Bottoms.
the idiot of the group. One of my favorite scenes is when they're holding they pull the guns on the bad guys, and Steve Martin's like, "All right, drop your guns," and Chevy throws down his gun. He's like, "Not you, Dusty."
Great movie.
Yeah.
There's so many movies that some of the generation now is never going to see, and it's sad. It really is.
Yeah.
It's what paved the way for all these other somewhat funny movies that are out.
Funny Farm.
Yes. My Mailman is in this movie.
Is that how you get your mail out there in the sticks?
Sometimes it feels like that, man. You'll come home, you'll find the mail stuck in the fence. You'll find the mail in the car. You'll find it in the. Sometimes it's it's in the mailbox, which is nice. But a lot of times it's like a Easter egg hunt. You got to go hunting around the yard for it.
So
I love that movie.
The story of Funny Farm is a classic.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of, he and his wife get conned into buying this property, thinking that this is the idyllic little town to live in, and then it turns out everyone there is miserable.
Yeah, the town hates they hate themselves. Yeah.
So they come up with the idea to con someone else into buying the property from them and making the town look perfect, and they offer cash rewards to everyone who tries to make it look like a Norman Rockwell little town.
And they do a great job of it too.
They do such a good job, the townspeople, that they fall in love with the town and they don't want to sell and leave. And that, of course, everyone hates them again.
Yeah, I think that's great. Listen, the moving truck scene in the beginning, and he's like, when Chevy Chase comes out and tells him, like, you're so late and all this other, and the guy's like, listen, if you knew what we went through. My God. Great. That's a funny movie. The pretending to drop the dimes in the jar.
Yeah.
To make a call. And the funniest part is the fact that collect call back then was 10 cents. Yeah. Or a call was 10 cents.
Why don't you explain to our viewers what a public telephone was?
You see, folks, a public phone was a phone that used to be outside when you were walking around places in a city or, a rest stop or some area. And it was actually a telephone. And it had an earpiece on it and a mouthpiece. And they were about 8 inches apart from each other. And you would dial your numbers because you didn't have a phone to open up that had their name and everything in it. And you would deposit money to make that phone call. Because, see, back then to make a phone call was considered a privilege. It was technology. It was an honor to make a phone call. It wasn't just something you took for granted like you young ones do today. Like, I'm not going to answer your call. Ignore. It's just our parents. The ones that pay your bill.
This kind of went down the direction I didn't expect.
Got off on a little tangent. Sorry, my bad.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, folks, we used to have to pay for phone calls. They weren't free.
And apparently you want someone to call you. Hopefully they got the message.
Yeah, I know they're going to be watching this show. They got the message.
So Chevy does a string of sequels after that. You have Caddyshack 2.
Yes.
You have Fletch Lives.
Fletch Lives.
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation, my favorite. Fletch Lives is that's the one where he buys the plantation house, or he gets the plantation house, right?
Yeah, it's left to him as an inheritance, and it turns out the plantation house is on a property that someone's trying to steal, and there's some funny stuff in that movie. There's a televangelist that they have some fun
hilarious
with. Yeah.
Yeah, what's the name of it's the Belle Isle house, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hal Holbrook, Hollywood legend who recently passed away within the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Plays the Southern gentleman behind everything. It's not as good. It's not as good as the first one, but it is funny. Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny. The first Fletch with him, just him, the beach scenes and stuff in the first Fletch, you can't. Yeah. I mean, it's classic Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
But
I think
I love the car. I love the car that came with Belle Isle. I love the guy, the guy that stays at the Belle Isle house. It's like, doesn't take care of anything, but he's the caretaker.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah. And, he's got the costumes.
Oh, yeah.
Great part of the character.
Yeah. Yeah. The little micro bug scene where he's putting in the cops, like telling the cop, "Oh, it's in your ear."
Yeah, just go like this.
Yeah. Great movie.
Yeah. So we're up to 1991. This is the part I would earmark as the time when his career starts going downhill.
Yeah.
And to me, that starts with Nothing But Trouble, a movie we've talked about.
Yep. Yeah. You little known facts, folks. Tupac is in it.
Yeah. It's a movie that is got kind of a famous soundtrack.
Yeah.
And it's become kind of a cult hit, the movie.
Yeah.
But it was one of the biggest bombs in Hollywood history at the time it came out.
Yeah. It's figure it's got, let's see, Bruce Willis's ex-wife in it. I can't remember her name. Demi Moore, that's it.
Yeah.
Demi Moore's in it. Dan Aykroyd's in it.
Yep.
He got a little appearance from Digital Underground.
That's right.
Let's see. I think Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd play the two big diaper wearing guys, right?
John Candy.
Oh yeah. John Candy plays. He's like three different characters in it, isn't he?
Yeah, I think Dan Aykroyd and John Candy both play multiple characters.
It's awesome. I like the movie. It's kind of a crap story, but the comedy is funny. It's like watching a Naked Gun movie. You're just waiting for the next scene to happen so you can hear what crazy stuff they do or say.
Well, I'm not going to say it's Naked Gun quality, but I get what you mean.
No, it's not. It's definitely not Naked Gun quality as in, like I could watch a Naked Gun movie and laugh my ass off from start to finish.
Yeah.
There's some downtime in this movie.
Yeah. And it's like weird and creepy for like the sake of being weird and creepy. It could have been, you just look at the talent in that movie. John Candy, Dan Aykroyd, and Chevy Chase in a movie together. There's so much they could have done, and this is what they chose to do. It's kind of like, yeah.
And, to piggyback off of something you just said, if you take the humor out of this movie, it's a horror movie.
Yeah, it is.
Really.
And,
it's like Wrong Turn.
Yeah. And you kind of see, like, those kind of movies usually don't work. The ones that try to blend comedy with action or comedy with horror. Very few of them work.
There's this. The Dan Aykroyd character and the John Candy characters are more funny, in a creepy kind of way.
Right.
And
gross.
Chevy, that's the word I'm looking for. In a gross kind of way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just say, folks, this one was nothing but trouble from the start. I'm here all week.
So at this point, there's a few more movies Chevy makes. He does Memoirs of an Invisible Man. He does Cops and Robertsons with Jack Palance. Does Man of the House, Vegas Vacation. For the most part, his movie career is pretty much over it. He becomes a co-star or a cameo kind of guy.
Yeah, I would say after Vegas Vacation, it was time to shut the vacation stuff down. It was probably it was probably the worst of, the movies. And then when he did the cameo in the new Vacation movie that came out with Ed Helms, I'm just like, no. Yeah,
and Chevy was barely in that, but he was still.
Yeah.
You could see he still has it. He was funny.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I'd like to see him do another movie, another kind of like National Lampoon's movie. Do a better passing of the torch. There are definitely comedians out there that he could definitely do a passing of the torch type movie too.
Yeah.
I just think that the way the characters they did in the new Vacation movie, I don't know. I don't think they were the right people for it.
Yeah, the tone of that movie was just not right. It didn't really match the other movies.
No, too much was shoved down our throat on that movie to make it the way the other ones were, and it didn't have that natural chemistry like the other ones did. Bring Chevy Chase back, man. That's what I want to see. Bring him back.
Did you watch Community, the TV show on NBC at all?
I did watch some of this. I honestly got to say I was not a fan.
I like the show. And Chevy was good in it, but apparently he couldn't get along with other people. So he only did a few seasons.
Yeah, I like Chevy Chase in a lot of things, and there's some roles obviously you can tell he was some seemed too forced, but you could definitely tell that there was some tension on that show.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
That's kind of a overview of some of his good movies, and I hope I'd like to see some of them again. Find them somewhere.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Apparently, we have to come up with our own streaming service called Older Good Movies Streaming.
Just rolls off the tongue.
Just rolls right off the tongue. You got Netflix, you got Amazon Prime Video, and Older Good Movies.
OGM. All right.
Back in our day.
We have a lot to get to.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about our 1-year anniversary when we come back with more Talkin Baloney.
Excellent. Woo! That intro is straight fire, folks. Straight fire.
When you hear that music, something good is going to happen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know it. You have 50 episodes, 1-year anniversary. Yeah. It's only going to get bigger and better, folks.
And, Baloney Nation, our hotline number, 585-484-1770.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout this year, we didn't have it originally, but once we started the hotline, we've heard from a lot of different people. We've gotten voicemails, text messages. People love to send you questions. They love to quiz you. Yes. They love to test your knowledge on wrestling history or movie history.
Yeah.
Music. They love to hear you read song lyrics. There's just been so much interaction.
Oh, even film some stupid challenge videos.
That's right. You've done some dancing.
Not good, but I tried.
You did a stand-up challenge.
Yes.
Yeah, so much has gone on.
Man, we've had a blast this last year, man. It's been great, other than the COVID stuff.
So let's go to the Baloney Nation voicemail and see what they have to say for our 1-year anniversary.
I just want to say congratulations for a year of awesomeness and stuff. Michelle. And also, I want to know who Darcy's aerospace engineer friend is. Yeah.
Who the hell's Darcy?
So what happened there? That was Lee, who previously was on the show when we did our Big Files retrospective.
Yes, I remember Lee.
He's referring to WandaVision. Have you seen that show on Disney Plus with the Scarlet Witch? Yeah, he's asking a very specific question about the last episode.
Hey, we got a phone call to the hotline. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thanks, Lee.
I think he thought he was calling some other show, but hey,
this isn't the Disney Plus helpline.
But thanks, maybe Lee. We'll figure that out and get back to him. All right, here's another call.
I think maybe he wants us to watch it, so I'll have to check it out.
Well, I did watch it, but I have no idea what the answer is.
That's great.
Caller number 2.
Oh, yeah. This is the Macho King of the Baloney Nation, calling in to talk to Jim Deezy and the big guy. Happy first anniversary for your show. Woo! Yeah, that's a big achievement. Well, my question for today is, what was your favorite show of the past year? Obviously, any show that I call into is probably your favorite, but you can answer as you please. Ready or not, here we go. Talk to you later on your next show. Bye.
It's always great when the Macho King calls in.
The Macho King of Baloney Nation.
You know what? And he has been old faithful with the calls into the show.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to the Macho King. Been great having him on.
So what do you think? What's your favorite part of the last year that we've done? What's your favorite moment?
I loved our Scranton show.
Yeah.
The Scranton
tour.
show was, the Scranton tour was probably one of my favorite shows we did because we had a chance to get out of our element a little bit. Actually, take the technology out of the studio, bring it out on the road, actually do some live, because when you do things live, man, things happen. You're out in the public, things can happen. We met the two nice homeless guys trying to sell us pictures.
That's right.
Just natural things in their natural habitat. The friendly squirrel, everything, man. It was great. That was probably my favorite
donuts.
episode. Oh, Krispy Kreme and
Pudgies.
Pudgies. Oh, the A&W root beer float.
Woo.
I mean, the only thing that you could do differently in that episode is actually find anything to do with the office in Scranton.
Yeah, that would have been nice, but
yeah, we are definitely going to get out there and do a second one of the Scranton tour, a follow up to the Scranton tour.
Yeah. We should say, if it wasn't for the pandemic, you would have seen us probably do a lot of road trips. I think that was a part of the show that we weren't able to do.
Yeah.
We were take a trip to Erie.
Yes. Ended abruptly.
Maybe my least favorite moment of the season was filming in a darkened car.
Yes. Ate some hot wings on that trip, and yeah.
Oh, that reminds me.
Still got the donuts.
Has E-Dubs had wings since then?
He's had some just regular Pudgy's wings.
Okay.
But that's been pretty much it. Nothing outside the norm. Like,
and
I really think that I still eat my Pudgy's wings like they're like it's oxygen. But I could say this, outside the norm, I think that the Quaker State Lube place ruined chicken wings for him. I don't think he's ever going to go back to eating hot wings again.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if that was true, because that was a rough ride home for him.
Yeah. See, he was quiet for like 2 days. We thought he was dead.
Hey, now.
Hey,
let's
if you
go back
smell
to the
something
phones.
funny. All right.
Congratulations on your first year of hemisphere and Talkin Baloney.
Okay.
All right. Well, apparently someone's been drinking.
I think it's great that they're celebrating our anniversary on their own.
I think it's awesome, and they're putting the drinks down, doing the shots.
Yeah. And sometimes putting a phone number out there like 585-484-1770, just throwing it out there to the world. You never know who's going to call.
Hey, somebody might need they want to talk to somebody. Hey, we're here for you.
That's
Probably
right.
not going to give you any real good answers, but we're here for you.
We'll answer your questions if you actually have a question. I'm not sure what that was.
Hey, they're happy. They're celebrating. And at least I think they said baloney a couple times.
Did they?
Yeah, I got. If you piece it all together, they do say baloney.
Okay. Here's another call.
Yeah.
Fans, Scotty Bender here, wishing Talkin Baloney a very, very happy 1-year anniversary. Very proud and glad to hear the success of Talkin Baloney, #1 podcast trending in the U.S. right now. Big Guy and Jim, I'm busy for Deezy, doing a great job. Keep up the good work, guys. Fans,
The Bender, man! Holy crap! We got a superstar calling the show.
That's right. Scotty Bender from WrestleVision. Also appeared on the show.
That's not a little name, folks. Yeah, that's moolah. That's big bucks right there. Do we have to pay him to be on?
Let's just say PayPal information was exchanged, but that's not important right now.
Do I have to wash his car again?
Were you Biff? All right, let's go back to the phone lines.
Deepest, again, I would like to give my deepest thanks for 1 year. Wait, thank you. Yeah, and I really have a question about adults in a movie theater style popcorn maker in their bedroom. Do you think it's a good idea or not? Is it like things like getting popcorn in the middle of the night? Just leave it plugged in? Is there a light? These are the things I want to know.
True thing.
Hashtag.
Okay.
Lee, we're going to advise you seek professional help.
I was actually going to say that he had a question that time.
I like the idea of putting a butter popcorn machine in the bedroom.
You do?
Heck yeah, it smells like a movie theater all the time.
That's true. Now, honestly,
everybody likes the smell of a movie theater.
I think his concern there was that the light might be on all the time, but I'm pretty sure you can turn it off at night, right?
I'm pretty sure it has a switch.
It's not like it runs 24 hours a day just constantly making popcorn. I don't think that's practical.
If you're really into popcorn, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say if you're really into popcorn that much, maybe there's other issues involved.
Hey, you know what? Maybe we should check into see if Bed Bath & Beyond has a bedroom popcorn maker.
Maybe that's the Beyond part.
Are they still around, or did Amazon put them out of business too?
Oh no, they were one of the stocks that went crazy because of the guys on Reddit. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, they're in good shape now.
Oh yeah, that was a great place. You can walk in there and find a toaster that not only toasts but makes coffee and washes the dishes at the same time. And it's attached to a pillow. Yeah,
right.
Crazy.
We got more calls.
Let's do it.
Wow, celebrating the career of Chevy Chase. When you think of Chevy Chase, you think of all the great work he's done, just an accomplished comedian. Probably one of my favorite Chevy Chase movies is Fletch. Just from top to bottom, hilarious. And again, one of my favorite Chevy Chase movies. One of my favorite Chevy Chase characters in the movie is probably Ty Webb in Caddyshack. Love Caddyshack, probably one of my top 10 favorite movies of all time. And Ty Webb delivers a great performance in that. But on the flip side, one of the most interesting characters that Chevy Chase ever played is the washed-up anti-Semitic actor on Law and Order. Just a very, very peculiar role where Chevy Chase, again, was a washed-up actor accused of killing someone and being anti-Semitic. So, yeah. You better call 911. Thank you.
Was that the Bender?
Right. That was Scotty Bender. He also called in to give us thoughts on Chevy Chase.
I love it. Man.
Do you watch Law and Order?
I do, and they always have these cameos of these big actors and actresses on there. If they've done something heinous, and it's an outside of the box role position for a lot of those actors and actresses.
Did you see that episode he was talking about?
I have not seen that episode.
Yeah, I haven't either. But Chevy Chase as a killer, I guess, sounds interesting. I might have to look that one up.
I'm gonna have to Google that one tonight.
All right, we've got time for one more phone call. Let's see who else. Who else is on the line?
Hey! Hi, Talkin Baloney. It's me, Ty Baloney. I bet you can't guess where I am. That's right. I'm in an ice cream truck. Undercover. But Ty, you're thinking, you're a famous reporter. Why are you undercover in an ice cream truck? Why, it's to get the big scoops, of course. Speaking of scoops, happy anniversary. You know, showbiz can be a rocky road. But if you hang in there, you could be making a lot of cookie dough. Well, congratulations. And here's to another 75 years. Keep talking baloney.
There you have it.
Ty Bowie always coming through with the humor, man. That's the old Mr. Softy ice cream truck music right there.
Yeah. Who would have guessed Ty Bowie is Mr. Softy?
Never. I remember that truck used to cruise the neighborhood at night. Remember? Everybody running their parents trying to borrow money.
Oh, yeah.
Give us some money so we can buy some ice cream.
And even if you didn't get the money, you would still go out there and watch everyone else order and eat their ice cream.
Look at you. Yeah, you guys get ice cream and we don't. We get Freezy Pops.
What was your favorite ice cream to get from like a Mr. Softy kind of truck?
If we could get Mr. Softy, it would have been probably he used to have, remember the one that was 3 different colors? The red, white, and blue one? Yes.
Yeah. I was going to say that too. They were like,
yeah.
Didn't they call them like the Rocket or something like that?
Yeah. I just, that was probably one of the, well, it was one of the easier ones to get. He always had it. And it was one of the cheaper ones on the list.
Yeah. I remember getting those. Those were great.
Yep. The good old days when ice cream was less than $1 a cone.
Yeah. Wow. What a trip down memory lane with our...
Yes. It was great. Great having the callers in. That was awesome. Yeah. Hey, we definitely got to get Scotty Bender back on.
Oh, yeah. I think he wants to be back on, and I know Lee and Michelle, they would like to be on in the future. Mm-hmm. And Ty Bowie, I mean, it's 4 years until the next election, so I think he's probably got some time to kill.
I still got his shirt. Why not?
Yeah. We just got to change the O to a 4 so we can be ready for the next one.
Well, there's always the primaries in 2022. If he wants to move to another state. Well, you know, we got a lot of guests to thank over the year. You know, Melly Mel's on the show. We had,
that's right.
And it wouldn't be, you know, Valentine's Day without me shouting out to Melly Mel saying, hey, you know, it's been great having you on the show, babe. You know, the show loves you. I love you. The big guy loves you. Happy Valentine's Day. And the Cuz Man, Ant-Man.
Ant-Man,
we had the
great guest.
We had the Mad Dog on once or twice. We had the Butch Man, who's made He's made some call-ins to the show. He's made appearances on the show.
If you want a pickle, you got to give him a pickle, right?
Yeah, that's right. we had Aunt B on the show doing some of her cooking tips this year.
We had
the Pops pop in the background. Yeah, Mini Me on the show.
Jay Wood.
Yeah, Jay Wood on the show. We had Gabby, our youngest listener.
That's right.
Our youngest
she wants
subscriber.
to be a movie star.
That's right. And she better still be listening, Gabby. We're talking to you. Otherwise, you're going to have to pay the membership fee. Yeah, it's been a good year, man. You know, we got our special guests every week, and you know, some of our special callers. Listen, the Macho King, keep them coming. Yeah. We need you, brother.
And we can't forget some of the other people who we haven't met, but Fun Fact Fontaine contributed a ton of stuff this year.
We have our special fact checker, Aunt Paula, who likes to critique the show whenever she can. You know, she'll get her cease and desist someday. You know, a lot of unofficial sponsors.
Almost as many as you could think of.
Right off the cuff. Yep, if I saw a label on something, they were an unofficial sponsor.
That's right. So before we wrap it up, we've said thank you to everyone. We've heard the voicemails. What do you think for season 2, which starts next week? What do you want to see happen for this next season of Talkin Baloney?
I am hoping we get a chance to get back on the road. I am really hoping. You know, the idea was not just to talk topics and stuff like that, but we wanted to get out there and show the Talkin Baloney Nation, like, you know, what makes some of the things in New York and stuff like that. What makes us who we are with the food and the donuts and the garbage plates and, you know, that to bring all that to you, you know, get a chance to, hey, taste some of the finest foods of Rochester and the areas around we were
even going to go to Utica. That's how much we wanted to.
And who does that?
Yeah, nobody. It's the armpit of the Northeast.
Yes.
But we were going to go there.
Yeah. You know, there's got to be some nice restaurants here in the Elmira area for us to check out. Not that I'm aware of, but I mean, I'm sure there's something there.
Yeah. Remember that barbecue place? That was really good. I think they closed, though. Fat Daddy's. Yes. Yeah. Man, I'll tell you what. He had some of the best pulled pork barbecue. Oh, yeah. Man, tremendous. I'm hungry now. Yeah, we got to wrap up. I got to grab some food.
Time to eat. But listen, in true fashion, holler at us. Hit us up on the talk line. Send us an email, whatever. Buy something from our shop. We're open. We're ready to get you a hat, get you a jacket, get you a T-shirt.
That's right.
Whatever you need. It's Valentine's Day. Send something to your wife, your husband, your significant other, your dog, your cat, whatever you need.
Wow. TalkinBaloney.com. You can visit our web store. You can call us 585-484-1770. And we're on Twitter at Baloney Talking. And I understand we're going to be on Instagram shortly as well. So you just can't stop the baloney.
Yeah. No, you can fry it. You can saute it. You can eat it raw.
One thing's for sure. This next season, we are going to be full of it. Full of baloney.
Oh, yeah. We're bringing it.
All right, Jim Deezy.
Peace.
Peace out.
Peace out.